Hello and welcome to another railway photography video. I'm Andrew and I'm back in the sunny northeast along the Durham coast. And this is a bucket shot of mine to start off with. The Backstreets of Dawdon, made famous by Billy Elliot. I came here a few years ago looking out for the back streets where the Billy Elliot film was made, you know, with the terraced houses looking down to the North Sea. But I didn't realise at the time that the Durham Coast Line ran along at the end of the Billy Elliot streets. I've been looking for the opportunity, and this is it, to try and get a train at the end of one of these terraced houses with the North Sea in the background. So there's a few trains, Grand Central, Azumas, and a few northern units. I've had a look at the other streets along here, and this one looks to be the best one this morning. There's no cars on it, it's clutter free. The other streets are a bit of a mess, there's parked cars and vans and things, so location wise this is the one that I'm going to aim for. So the next location is going to be the Curves at Seaham, just north of Seaham Harbour, and there's a few Azumas and Grand Central's units and all sorts going past. So to the Curves. We've got a southbound Grand Central, Sunderland to King's Cross, and I'm just going to see what it looks like coming round this bend with the sea in the background there. There's actually probably a better shot going away with a dramatic sky, but I'm interested in seeing how it looks just coming round there. And the reason being, there's a couple of Azumas that I want to try and line up a shot for. Last time I was at this spot, I wasn't brave enough to try something with the lift shaft memorial, but this time I am. So my plan is I want to get the lift shaft in the shot, and there's a gap between these bushes and shrubs here, just following along, and it leaves it nice and open for the train. And there's the class 60 on the biomass coming from Drax, so that's what I'd like to get in the beautiful sunshine with the sea in the background. And there's a nice view, as I say, right the way through those bushes, so that's what I'm hoping to set up and do. From Easington Colliery, I'm taking a walk along the coastal path towards Hawthorn Dene, if I can get there, and see what views there are of those sort of the sea and the line running alongside the sea, see what views I can find. Now there's a bridge over the line here which doesn't have a high parapet on it, so let's have a look at the view of that. Well, there's a nice view looking towards the north with the sea in the background. There's a nice view looking this way with the, say, the sea in the background and the yellow gorse in the corner. And there's a southbound Azuma on its way, so with a bit of red and white and yellow, I think that will make a nice shot against the nice blue sea there. So I'll get something composed up. Although there's not a lot to compose up, it's a straight on, head-on shot of the train. But that's, we'll see how I get on. That was a very, very pleasant walk along the coastal path from Easington to Hawthorn Dene Viaduct, and what a structure it is. Now I'm going to see what shots I can get around here with the viaduct and the sea. There might be a climb up onto the hill and see what we can get. Now just a bit of walking to try and get some height, but not the view that's more conventional from the top of Beacon Hill. I'm trying to go on the side, more track side, and these couple of bushes here might make a nice foreground interest and a bit of framing on the shot with a viaduct in the middle and just a little bit more height, and I think should be able to see rail height, so the whole of the front of the train should be visible as it comes off the viaduct. So a little bit more climbing and find the shot. straight after that Grand Central there's a couple of LNER Zoomers coming. So I'm going to try a little bit higher up the hill, see if I can take more of the sea and more of the scenery with them being longer trains. So I'm going to set something up further up the hill. So I have climbed up onto Beacon Hill. Now there's a dilemma. There's, well, first of all there's a unit just at Seaham and working its way down, but there's a northbound cement train and I was hoping to find somewhere else to photograph that, but the light is spectacular and it's about 20 minutes away, so I might look for a composition. Oh, there's this unit coming. Right, got to get out of the way and get set up for this unit. As I was saying, the light is just spectacular. So I need to find a composition of some sort from the top of Beacon Hill. But the thing is, it's a going away shot, so it'll be the back of the locomotive and all the cement wagons will be running behind there. Whether I use some of this bush to hide the back of the train and just get the locomotive down there, I'll have a hunt round. The sun is dropping rapidly now. I've come to Castle Eden again just to try and get a sunset shot. I looked at the sun position calculator and this time of year the sun sets pretty much just behind the viaduct, so I'm hoping to catch something going across the viaduct just as the sun goes down. So let's see what comes along in the next 15-20 minutes as the sun sets. So that was nice, just as the sun was disappearing over the horizon. We've got the Grand Central there. There's an Azuma which is at Hartlepool at the moment, so that's probably 10 minutes away. The sun's setting nicely, maybe get more silhouette and less brightness from the sun. So I'm just going to hang around, not really going to move the composition around because I don't think I'll find anything with a better view in the time. So another shot of the Azuma in a few moments going over the viaduct. So, another glorious day on the Durham coast. Hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you have, you know what to do. I'm not going to ask you to press the like button, but you know what to do. So, I shall see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.